Señoras y señores, bienvenidos al GPVWC Rodada 9. Hold on, guys. This is not a Spanish broadcast. This is a worldwide broadcast, so let's start again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the round 9 of the GPVWC Academy Series in the circuit of the Barcelona, Catalunya, in Spain. So today we will have the chance to see another time in the series a race in this beautiful track that we see days ago in the FS2 and FS1, and this week we'll see also in the Super Lights and Super League. But now is the moment for the Academy Series. Racing FS2, that was with the same cars, we see a rain in the wet with a lot of rain, so we do not see how the potential of this car could be in a dry race. And the Academy Series today we can have the opportunity to see a bit of that. My name is Rodrigo Carvalho. Alongside me, that is unfortunately not here now, is David Jundt with Joshua Dexter on the cameras. And in a few moments we'll start the qualifying that's already starting, but still no laps completed, of course. 15 minutes and we can see on the screen the guy that everyone has eyes right now, that is Damir Kuratko, after a beautiful debut this year in FS2 for Kuratko with a podium race too. Representing the GPVWC Academy team. Also, he did a race for FS1 in this week, and we see that because he was more famous because of unfortunate accident that happened between he and James Knox in the race 2 of FS1. So we can see the Serbian driver doing his preparation before he started his lap. Let's see our onboard with Damir Kuratko to see what lines he used for Spain, how he can make it this beautiful lap right now. So let's start with Kuratko. He started his lap. I hope you can see our onboard by Kuratko, by the way. So here we go. Let's see how he can make the first corner of the track. It's a very technical corner. 3 gear. Still on the line. This is a very difficult one because it's very easy to cut and make your lap being validated, but for Kuratko that's not happening. He is finishing out sector 1 of the track, using all the track to make this very, very long corner to the right. Now a corner to the left, you can see that he's doing a 27.4. Oh, he lost a little bit in the middle of the corner. A little bit oversteer, but probably this will not harm his lap. Let's see, this is probably the most difficult corner of the track. Also very easy to cut, depending how you made it, but looks like he's still doing fine. And now he will finish the sector 2. Let's see how it will be at 33.5. So Damir now is making the last sector of the track. This is not a difficult corner. Now he needs to use all the car, needs to be very careful to not oversteer, doing well, using all the track. Now the last corner of the track is not an easy one, he needs to be flat out, and he did well, and he will finish the lap with a 27.999, basically a 28.0. So for now is the provisional pole position by Damir Kuratko, with Matthias Harvey in P2 with just 100 behind Kuratko. You can see Josh Flynn with the P5 at the moment with a 128.4. Nice lap by Josh Flynn. I need to see about Josh Flynn. I think he's his first race in the Academy Series. I don't remember him before. You can see an old guy that is already here, Martin Rydberg, that is doing his lap. Sector 1 was a bit slower compared to the pole position, but let's see if Rydberg can improve his lap during the session. For now, Kuratko, Youngstra in P2 right now, Harvey P3, Scarpelli P4, Lupus Haber, also another rookie, P5, and Shinaglia in P6. This is the top 6 right now on the qualify. We have already 10 minutes to go to finish. And Rydberg is improving a little bit his lap compared to the provisional pole. Now 4 tenths on the sector 2, a little bit mistake. But let's see if he can finish the lap fine. I can see his car is oversteer a little bit. We can see on the onboard right now. Let's see how he make the last corner of the track, using all the track to make that, and doing well. And he finished with a 129.9 P15 at the moment. So not a great lap by Hitler. And about great things we can see here are Indian sensation Mano Manikanda making his lap 1/10 out of the sector 1 compared to Kuratko, so probably is a lap to be in the top 5 maybe. So let's see how Mano Manikandan can make his lap. And it's a purple sector 2 by Mano Manikanda, so maybe is a potential for pole position. What the sector 2 Manikanda did it. So let's see if Mano Manikanda can make the pole position. He let's say in the community that he's a very bit frustrated about his performance in the league, because he thinks that he lacks a lot of luck in his races, and maybe it's a bit of truth. But let's see, Mano, he finished in the P7 right now with a 128.370. 128.370, so this is the lap by Mano Manikandan, P7 right now for Mano. And Metal Maple, you can see here, starting his lap. And Domenico Scarpelli, also purple sector 2, is a very purple sector 2, 2/10 of Kuratko. So probably this can be a 27.7 maybe, if Scarpelli don't make a mistake for sector 3. Let's see if Domenico can make the lap, works. Let's see, flat out. Very good exit, and is a provisional pole position. 127.937. He lost a little bit in the sector 3, but still sufficient for the pole position right now. But Damir Kuratko, he's hungry. He is already improving his sector 1. Purple sector 1 again by Kuratko. He really wants his pole position. He showed a very good pace in the last round Academy Series in Le Mans circuit, showing also good potential in the last race in Spain for the FS2 in a wet race. And now in the dry, he wants to show that he is here for putting his name on the career ladder. And already another purple sector 2. I already know that I have some discussions about some things about signing Damir Kuratko for FS2 this year. So maybe we can see soon Kuratko in some of the teams in FS2. And by the way, he will finish now his lap and is a provisional pole again, 127.8. So Damir Kuratko again on the pole position. So you can see Dutch driver Lupus Habra, his first race in the GPVWC Academy Series, and already in a P7 at the moment, but it looks like he declined his quali lap, so he will try another one probably. Regan Boyne, he's doing his lap. Sector 1, 4/10 of Kuratko. Sector 2, 5/10, but probably can still be a lap for maybe a top 10, top 15. Let's see how he will improve his last part of his lap. 7 minutes to finish the qualifying. Still Kuratko on the pole, still Scarpelli P2, Youngster P3. This is top 3 right now. Regan Boyne will finish his lap and will be a 29.0 P13 by Regan Boyne. Josh Flynn is also finishing his lap, and not bad by Josh Flynn. Probably he can improve to maybe a P6 or P5. Let's see if he can make that. So let's score. He oversees a little bit, but he will finish in 28.1, just 1 place ahead. Now putting Manikanda in P9. Eric Stranded, P10 right now, is 2/10 off on the sector 1, but still not probably good enough maybe to improve his lap. Yeah, he lost a lot on the sector 2, so let's see if he can improve enough for sector 3. If he make that, probably be a P9. I don't believe he can make a 3/10 off, but let's see. Eric Strand, he's finishing out his lap. Oh, he understeers too much. He lost a lot. That is a 28.5. Still on P10 by Eric Strand. And it is Ji-woon with the P15, the Korean driver, improving in his academy race. Another improvement by Ji-woon. We remember that each race he's improving, and looks now probably his best qualifying in the league with the P15 right now. So another driver, Kyle McManus, finished his lap, and I don't believe he will improve too much. Probably he'll be in the P15 maybe. Oh, and by the way, Scarpelli makes the pole position again. Well, with a 127.742. So he's already on the pole position. Kuratko now is in P2, so probably it'll be a battle between Scarpelli and Kuratko. And by the way, McManus improved, but not good enough to be in another place. Talking about Kuratko, looks like he declined his try. He'll go back to the pits and we'll try another one. This is Mark Matthias Wittmann, driver for Austria, doing his out lap right now. He's not making his lap. So we will not see now he improving. Eric Kumade doing he already finished his sector 1. 4/10 off Scarpelli's pole position right now. Let's see if Eric can improve this lap and can put him in better places, because for now he's in P21. Not the best place to start a Racing Academy series, so he lost a lot in Sector 2. Unfortunately for Eric, this will not be a good lap. Better go back to the pits and make another one. Kenneth Singleton, American driver. Sector 1 is not that bad, just 1/10, but he lost a lot. Probably is an invalidated lap, the way he passed in this corner. So probably the American driver with the black academy car will forfeit his lap. Yeah, his lap is invalidated, so he will need to make another one. And it's already 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go, so the qualify is coming to an end. Probably the drivers will have 1, 2, 3 more tries probably. Manikanda is improving, but not good enough to fight for the pole positions. But probably he can fight for top 5, 6, or 7. Sector 2 he lost a little bit, but it's still possible to improve. Let's see how it will be the Sector 3 by Manu Manikanda, the driver for India. He's doing now this corner. Ooh, he opened a lot in the entry. Oh, what an oversteer by Manikanda. Probably he lost a lot, but we appreciate the show that Manikanda did with his drift in that corner. Matthias Wittmann, now he's doing his lap. He was in the out lap before. 4/10 in Sector 1, but probably he's fighting for that top 10 between him, Maple, Strand, and Manikanda. Let's see if Matthias Wittmann can make this lap works or not. The Austrian driver, he makes his debut last round in Academy Series in Le Mans track. Doing very good race too, and purple Sector 2 by Matthias Wittmann. That now is interesting. Let's see if Matthias can make this lap works for him. Can make he fight not just for top 10, but maybe better than that. Let's see how will be the Sector 3. I think he lost a little bit in that corner, but let's see now the last corner of the track. Matthias Wittmann understeers a little bit. Still a good speed, and was a P10. So P10 by Wittmann, not bad. He improving. He now in the P10. Singleton is finished his lap before by Kenneth Singleton. 128.004 by Kenneth Singleton. Not bad. Good place to start the race. McManus will finish his lap and he's a 29.4, still in P18. Let's see if Kuratko or Scarpelli are already doing his laps or not. We have a little bit problem with the connection. Maybe we're trying to figure it out. This for now, Kuratko is on the out lap. Scarpelli was doing his lap. Let's see how it will be. Probably this will be the last chance for Kuratko because it's already 50 seconds to go. So if Kuratko wants the sole position, he needs to bring in everything in this lap. So for now, the top 10 of the quali is Carpelli, Curatico, Youngstra, Singleton, this boat already finishing his laps. Harvig, Shinaglia, Strana, Flynn, Haber, and Matthias Wittmann. This is top 10 right now. This is Jerome Berg, Dutch driver in P17, finishing his last chance probably. And he lost a lot in the sector 2, but still he's probably his best sector right now. Let's see how he'll be the sector 3 by Jerome Berg. Another driver that's starting this year doing races in GPVWC. And the session is already closed. It's already closed. So if you're so no more tries for the drivers after making the lap, and Berg messed up in the final corner and lost the chance to improve. But Curatico, not bad. The sector 1 is good. His potential for pole. Let's see how he'll be the sector 2. I see a little bit oversteer on the mid and next of the corner, but he's still doing well. Oh, very good. This is a very technical corner. He's doing well. Let's see how Curatico can make it. Not bad. Now let's see. This is a moment of truth. He's not improved, but he's still on the pace. He's still on the pace for the pole position. So the 7 driver now needs to give everything in this last sector. We oversee a little bit, but let's see if he can make this work. One more corner. Let's see if Curatico can make this pole position works or not. Full throttle, everything. Let's see. Not enough. He's a 27.7. Was good, but not enough to beat Domenico Scarpelli for the pole position. I don't believe other driver will have a chance to beat Scarpelli because all the guys in the front is already on the pits, and you can see Nova Machina finishing his lap, and he finishing still in the P19. Kumade is already finishing his chance also, so looks like the qualify is already over. So Domenico Scarpelli makes the pole position for the race 1 of the Academy Series Spanish Grand Prix. What a lap by Scarpelli, with Curatico in P2 and Youngstra in P3. So yeah, we are waiting for the. So you can see. So pardon me, I make a mistake about the P3, but you can see here. So Domenico Scarpelli makes the pole position with Damir Curatico starting in P2, very near, 38 milliseconds. Matthias Harvey makes the P3, Thais Youngstra P4, Kenneth Singleton in P5, and Andrea Shinaglia, Italian driver in P6, Eric Straner will start in P7, with Josh Flynn in P8, Lupus Habra in P9, and Matthias Wittmann finishing the top 10. So Manicanda will start in P11 with Metal Maple in P12, Caroline Harvey in P13 with Caitlin Penny in P14, Regan Boyne, Gio Woon, best qualified by Gio Woon, P16 with Jerome Berg in P17, McManus P18, Nova McKinnon and Eric Komade finishing the top 20. So with today we have 24 drivers in the race. So Hitberg in P21, Mike Van Dorn in P22, Lorenzo Etelovic in P23, and Simon Kander, that don't make a lap, will be the last place in this round. So this was the qualify. We have now a little break, and we'll be back in the end of the warm-up. Bienvenidos de nuevo, mis amigos. So we are back for the race 1 of the GPVWC Round 9 Academy Series in Spain, the circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. So now I am with my friend here, David Jundt. Oh, hello, David.
Hola a todos.
Yeah,
Hi, Rodrigo.
Hello. So now with we are the full broadcast here now with Mr. Jundt. So 13 laps for the race 1. So let's say again, the pole position was made by Domenico Scarpelli with 127.7. The race will be 13 laps in dry. We will not see anything like rain like happened in FS2 a week ago. And also some good information, guys. I was looking the broadcast chat, and Edward Hunter says that Damir Kuratko, you make the next 2 races in FS2 for Hunter Bird. So congrats for Kuratko for the opportunity he will have for the next 2 rounds of the FS2, representing the Hunter Bird with probably Joy Gillett. The guys are starting to appear in the track for the formation lap of the race 1. Also, Katie Penny that is racing takes for the support ad. I will take the P14 on the grid with the amount of practice I did, aiming for a clean race 1. Mari Watson, FS1 driver, give good luck to everyone. Federico Russa, also another FS1 driver, says let's go China. Probably is Chinaglia, the guy that will start in the top 10 of the race today, an Italian driver. And also, Take Zero talk about that this Kyle McManus is pretty good. I hope so. So now we can see Scarpelli being the last guy for the formation lap that we start soon. Someone is missing here. What happened? Oh, probably that guy will start from the pits. Oh no. But anyway, let's start with the formation lap. So the pole position is Domenico Spaghetti with Damir Kuratko in P2, Matthias Harvey in P3, and Thais Youngsta, race winner in last round in P4. American driver Karen Singleton makes the P5 with Andrea Shinaga in P6. Eric Strana and Josh Flynn finished on the road. So Lupus Habra, rookie driver, Dutch driver P9, Mark Matthias Wittmann makes the P10 this time with Manikandan in P11 and Metal Maple in P12. So P13 is another Harvick, this time is Caroline Harvick with Caitlin Penny in P14, Regan Boyne and Ji Woon, his best position in the Academy Series in P16. Jerome Berg makes a P17 with Kyle McManus in P18. Nova Makina and Eric Komede finishing the top 20. And the last 4 cars in the track, so Martin Rydberg with Martin Van Dorn makes the P21, P22, and the last row in the track is Croatian Lorenzo Etelovic with Shimon Kander. So this is the 24 drivers for the race 1 of the Academy Series today in Spain, David. So, David, in the FS2 we do not see the potential for a dry race because of the rain. So what you can expect from this track, since you're already a veteran in sim race and also a former team boss, so you racing and also probably make a lot of engineer for a lot of races in Spain. So what do you expect for this track? Probably the tire wear can be a big issue for even with 13 laps, but maybe can be an issue in the mid of the race or not.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact that weather's always sunny here, I would have guessed that the weather is, not happening because I'm commentating with you on it. But I would say, yeah, I mean, Barcelona, we're back now to the original old layout, so there's way more, pressure in the last 3 turns. Of course, added of the first 3 turns as someone starting from the pits there. But yeah, there's a lot of more weight traveling around on the left side of the car, so outside left side wear will be probably very crucial apart from having the car handle as well over our whole stint.
Yeah, so You can see that probably it's the P5 that is out missing in that grid. But the race will start. So you can see Domenico Scarpelli already 3 red lights. All the red lights is off, and he starts the race 1 of Academy Series. And what a nice start by the Mirkuratico. Scarpelli already a bad start again. The same thing happened in the race 2 of FS2. So no, it wasn't. Sorry. So Domenico Scarpelli in P1 makes a very good start. With Curatico was batting against Harvey for the P2, but at the moment looks like it was a clean start by the race. So you can see Matthias Harvey in P3 is still trying to find a space, to find a space to make some move, but he cannot make nothing, so he's still in P3. And, he lost a little bit of the traction of the car, but it looks like it was not something that can harm his position right now. So it looks like it was a very clean start. All the 24 guys is still, the 24 driver is still on the track. And let's see what will happen. These 13 laps of pure emotion, and we can see that Harvey's already lose a little bit of the pace compared to the 2 front runners, that is Scarpelli and Curatico. You can see Josh Flynn now in P9 trying to find a space for the P8, and looks like he find it. He'll make the outside. Who's that? Is Mano Manicanda maybe? Oh my goodness! Because of that, Flynn scared a little bit and also lost the place to Manicanda. I think it's Manicanda, that driver. Is a black car. So Manicanda already very aggressive on the starts, and maybe this is playing. It's not Manicanda, it's Metal Maple. Okay, so looks like Manicanda already lost a lot of places, as I can see now in the. So probably already another bad start by Manicanda, or maybe he was one of the drivers that start from the pits. And Lupus Haber already in P5. He's starting P9, if I remember. Already climbed a lot of places in the first lap by the Dutch driver. His first race in Academy Series at the end. So we can see that this guy has a lot of talent, and maybe can see a name that we will talk a lot in the next rounds Academy Series.
Lupus sounds like the Latin word for wolf, so maybe he's very hungry right now, you know?
Oh. So,
good drive though so far.
Yeah, so let's see if the angry Habra can make his anger be a good thing for the Academy race today, because for now he's already in P5. So you can see now Caroline Harvey in P14. Looks like Harvey lost a bit of territory in the first laps of the race. Still on the track. So Mark Van Dorn, he's starting the P21, if I remember, already in P17, climbing positions in the track. Not bad by Van Dorn, that is already making the P16 now against Kumadei. Yes, no, he's already Jerome Berg, sorry. Van Dorn now overtakes Jerome Berg for the P16 in the race. So very, very good overtake by Michael Van Dorn, by the way. So let's see, and by the way, Scarpelli already make the fastest lap of the race with a 1:29.1. We have a yellow flag in sector 3, but something happened way back. I see, what's a yellow car? Probably hit the wall in the last corner of the track. Something happened behind. I don't know who was, but something happened in the way back. If you have good eyes and see on the podcast, like me, I don't know who driver it was. So for now, the top 10 is, we can see the replay, so maybe we find it, is Jiwoo Woon, the Korean driver that's starting very good today. Qualify, his best qualify. Looks like he do not have the best luck in the race. Oh, he understeers a lot and lost a lot of pace. Luckily, he do not have a massive crash or something like that. It was just a little struggle, let's say that. So you can see.
Yeah, unlike Montermini back then.
Yeah. Yes, unfortunately for Montermini 94 with the Syntec. So top 10 right now is Scarpelli, Curatico, Matthias Harvey, Youngster, Haber, Shinaga, Strane, Matthias Wittmann, Metal Maple, and Flynn makes the top 10 right now in the race. So you can see Scarpelli have some a bit pressure by Curatico that's still near to him. We have still 10 laps to go, and we can see the onboard by Damir Curatico, the Serbian driver that is will race for Hunter Birch in the next rounds. And Mike Van Dorn, by the way, is climbing places again. He's rating the P15 in the race. So if he finishes this place in the race, he will be the pole position for the next race. If I remember, he's top 15. So Mike Van Dorn for now is with the provisional pole for the race 2 after overtaking Caroline Harvey that is struggling this race. Don't know what happened with Harvey that makes the P12 in the quali, but it looks like in the race the pace is not the same.
Maybe it's not quite a favorite track around here. Like I can understand some people dislike also Catalunya because they see it like everywhere. It's being raced here and there. Although we've gone back to this original layout, as I said, which I prefer. It gives you a bit more of a, attack point into Kikes, I think. And while you lose the chicane, which I don't think was ever really a big chance for overtakes, except causing a lot of messes and just being good for motorbikes. Otherwise, it's just not added much, and maybe some people are not really fond of it, as somebody's getting very sideways. As I said, after they go ping-ponging. Oh no! Ooh, just waited. Oh, Kumade is dropping down there.
Oh, looks like a big crash happened. After that Dian was talking about, and we can see Kumade lost a lot of places, but looks like his car is still okay. He's still fighting for the place, but we can see Hitberg takes off the foot to do not have a big crash. And also Flynn fighting against Metal Maple, and Flynn P9 right now against Maple. So Josh Flynn, and you have Matthias Wittmann in front of him. So it's basically a battle by 3 cars for the P8. So it's Wittmann against Flynn against Maple. Let's see what will happen. And you can see that Flynn is doing very aggressive lines in the track. That is different for the other drivers as well, trying to find more pace and making the apex more clean, more in a better diagonal line, let's say that. So for now, the battle for the P1 is still the same. It's still 5 tenths, the 5 to 6 tenths, the difference between Scarpelli and Curatico. And also we need to remember that this car don't have the DRS. Is no DRS, but the dirt air, David is a bit stronger in this car. So maybe we can see that. We can just see moves for these top 3 positions. That's basically the fight for the race between Scarpelli, Curatico, Harvey, and maybe Youngster. Maybe it will just happen if we see a big mistake.
You say strong, I say it's horrible. You get a lot of slipstream down the front as if you have DRS, but if you arrive in the turn, it's going to be really difficult to just hang on. But I guess that's why the slipstream effect is also quite a big. But that's why you see, gaps extending before through turns, and then it's gonna take a lot, and maybe something. Oh, somebody's rejoining from the inside there. Oh boy.
Looks like that was Jiwoo that almost killed Kyle McMahon. Something happened with Jiwoo. Probably he made the same mistake that we see in the replay before. So looks like his car is not in the best shape for the last corners of the track. And it's never easy to make setups for Spain because it has a lot of type of different corners, and if you focus in specific corners, you can struggle in other ones. So probably is what happened with Jiwoo right now, and we can see that it's still a battle between 4 cars, and we have some cars behind. So this is Thais Youngster. He won one of the races in the Academy Series last round. Dutch driver, he made also some races in FS2. Still do not find the pace in FS2 to compete for the points, but he's in Academy Series. He shows a very good pace, and we can see that he's still near the top 3. That is Harvey, Curatico, and Scarpelli. And we can see that the Dutch driver doing it very good now. So maybe he can try to put the car. Let's see. So Thais Youngster fighting against Harvey for the P3. We did it. Oh, what a move by Thais Youngster. So now Youngster is in P3. So now we can see the Dutch driver climbing places for the race. Matthias Harvey lost a bit of territory with that now in P4. So maybe we can see, I noticed in Le Mans, David, that Youngster showing a very, oh my goodness, talking about Youngster, he oversteered a little bit in the edge of the corner. Looks like he's fine. But as I was talking about, I noticed that Thais Youngst was with a very good pace for the race. His tire was working very well. So maybe we can see the same here in Spain again.
Oh, like ever since like that round, or maybe even one before, he started to, you know, gain a lot of, you know, comfort and you know, trust in the car, as we see some people trying to trust each other, like Mike van Dorn and Berg have now, I think, been fighting already since like the end of last lap. Yes. And while they're losing, you know, a bit of time to the front, they're really going at it right now.
And what a battle between Van Dorn and Berg. Very respectful, even in a difficult part of the track like that. But you can see that Van Dorn is still hungry. Oh my goodness, Van Dorn now trying a dive bomb. That was not the best idea. Luckily, nothing big happened, but Van Dorn now lost a bit of territory. And talking about Thais Youngst, there it is, 28.9, the best lap of the race, fastest lap of the race by Thais Youngst in P3. He is flying now. He is the guy that we need to watch, because maybe he can be the guy that can win this race.
Yeah, he's been released now after that nice sweeping outside overtake, and now he's catching up to Kurotko and Scarpelli here. Let's see if he can, you know, maybe less problems with the dirty air and maybe a better settling car to attack them.
Yeah, and by the way, I see the commentaries in the broadcast, so they say that Mano disconnected in the formation lap, so that's what happened with Mano Manicanda. And Manicanda really don't have the best luck, as you can see this year. He's showing some decent pace in the Academy Series and even FS2 with chance for points, but it looks like the luck factor is not with Manicanda. Pity what happened with there. Better, hope he has better luck for the race too. And looks like now the battle for the P1, still 4 cars. You can see Scarpelli, Kurotko, Youngst, Harvey. Lupus Habra is still in P5 with Shinagi in P6, Strannen, Flame, Matthias Wittmann, and Metal Maple finishes the top 10 right now. He's already lap 8. We now go to the lap 9 of the race. So let's see if Kurotko also can put some pressure on Scarpelli. Scarpelli for now looks like very solidified in the front. Even with Kurotko be there, looks like Scarpelli can take the pressure nice and easy. And looks like Youngst struggled a little bit in the first corner of the track, but still okay, still nice and clean for the P3 against Harvick. And by the way, David, we can see that Kurotko is trying to find some space, but he cannot find it. So what is probably he's struggling right now to make this difference between him and Scarpelli be less?
It's difficult to say without having, you know, some insight on how he set his car up and you know, how it affects his driving, like on his own car, of course. Like, is he? Oh, Yoon is getting penalty here after dropping to last. I see. It's difficult to say, to be honest, but if he's gone for more wing and like prefers the turns more, it could be very difficult to even get close enough to striking distance against Scarpelli, and this might just make it more even harder. And it depends also on the tire wear, if it's going his way or maybe not, you know, depending on how hard it is. But it looks like he had a very good exit there, and maybe using his you know, longer experience to get one on Scarpelli. But he's very early. Oh, he put him, that was a blind race, trying to go to the inside. Oh, he's doing it, look at that.
Oh my goodness! Scarpelli needs to leave the track because they don't have space, and that's now a bit controversial. Probably he will give the position to Kurotko, maybe, or he still, he gave it to Kurotko. So now Danir is in P1, he's leading the race, and after a brilliant move, but that was bad for Scarpelli because now Thais Youngst trying to find a space, but looks like Youngst will not try something aggressive right now because it's not the best moment, but he needs to still put in pressure in Scarpelli if he wants this P2 and maybe a chance for the P1, because now is the moment. Because if this continues, Kurotko will starting to be away from that and will be difficult with just 3 laps to go, and the battle for P1 is 4 guys. 4 drivers. Kuratko, Scarpelli, Youngster, Harvey. Looks like Harvey now trying to move outside, but Youngster fighting, but Harvey looks like he did it. So now Youngster lost the place to Harvey. So now Harvey in the P3, everything changes right now. And it looks like a very big mistake. It looks like the dirty air by Youngster was too much, David. So what a change in the race. Everything changed. We expected Youngster was to fighting for that, but looks like Harvey changed everything, and now Kuratko is leading the race.
Kuratko threw an absolutely great dummy move on him, pretending to just go out with slipstream, maybe I will not attack, and then fooled you, and he went to the inside and took it from him, and then Scarpelli couldn't really answer, so that was a very great move, as someone's trying to go down the inside here as well. They go 3 wide nearly.
My goodness, and a battle for three cars, Maple, Matthias Wittmann, and Kander. Matthias Wittmann make a very big mistake, and this gives space to Kander to try a movement outside for the next corner. Let's see if Kander can make the move happen. If you remember, this is the rep zone corner, and Kander did it. He did it against Matthias Wittmann. Matthias Wittmann lost the place to Shimon Kander. Shimon Kander that is starting last place in the race. He's already in P10. He's already in P10. Incredible. He climbed this grid in an incredible way. He was in P24. He's starting last. He don't make any quali lap, and he's already in P10. He is incredible by Shimon Kander.
If I remember right, Shimon was already at top 10 and I think even top 6 contender previously, so it's kind of not surprising actually that he, bit kind of like a knife through butter and now up to the top 10.
And he's already at 12 of 13. Kuratko is leading with Scarpelli in P2, Harvey in P3, and Youngster in P4. It's like the difference between Kuratko and Scarpelli is not huge, it's just 5/10, so everything can happen still in this race. Looks like Harvey and Youngster lost a bit of territory compared to Scarpelli and Kuratko. Yes, well, you can see lost a bit, so basically now is more a battle between 2 cars than just 4 cars like before. So you can see Scarpelli trying to put pressure on Kuratko, trying to show to Kuratko, I'm still here, I can still pick this place, you have your chance in that time, but I still have my chance right in the next one. So let's see if Scarpelli can make this works, can make his car. Oh my goodness, look at the line Kuratko made. Probably this will be a cut lap. He probably making wrong the breaking point of the apex. Maybe, oh my goodness, and also same for Harvey. So maybe we can see now that the tires, the front tires, especially David, is starting to struggle a lot. Probably, especially the front left is probably very low right now. That is making this lack of grip happening that we do not see before.
Yeah, I was wondering if part of the chance for the attack also caused by Taiwo and some struggling more than others, or having the car set up for that. But it looks like Scarpelli also got a bit rattled by the sudden attack and now had to refocus himself to try and get back at Kuratko. And it seems a bit, it's possible, but it seems a bit late to get back at him right now.
Yes, and now we are in the final lap of the race. So you can see that he's leading is Damir Kuratko that is in putting more time. Now he's 7/10 compared to Scarpelli that is in P2 right now. So Kuratko, Scarpelli, Harvey, Youngster, and Eric and Strun in P5 right now. So Habra lost some places in the last laps. I don't know what happened to Habra, lost that, but now Strun is in P5. So you can see that the Serbian driver, Damir Kuratko, is, if you don't make any mistake, probably he'll be the winner. I don't see now any chance for Scarpelli, because I don't see Scarpelli putting the pressure that is necessary to Damir Kuratko makes a big mistake right here. So probably the first win by Kuratko in the Academy Series this year, and it'll be a nice one if this happens. So let's see, Kuratko is finishing the last corners of the track, making with a very cautious to not make a very big mistake. He's one more corner for Kuratko, and he will make it nice and clean, and yes! Damir Kuratko, the Serbian driver, wins the race 1 of the Academy Series in Spain. Scarpelli finishing P2, Matthias Harvey in P3, Thijs Jongsta in P4. So this is the top 4. So Strone now finishing P5 with Shinagia and Habra P6, P7. And we can see also a battle for the P11s, Matthias Wittmann against Penny. So we can see Caitlin Penny against Eric Kumade. So Kumade trying but don't find the space. So Caitlin Penny finishing P12, Kumade in P13, Boyne in P14, and Caroline Harvey in P15. So probably Harvey will be the pole position for the race 2. And oh my goodness, what happened there? So McManus finishing P20, Telovic in P21, and we can see that Ji Woo still need to finish his lap. Probably he will finish in P22 probably. As you can see, here he is, Ji Woo, Korean driver that don't have the best luck in the race today, but hope he can improve the mistakes he did in race 1 for the race 2, that he will start in P22. So Davidiant, what a race. A lot of things happened in the end, a battle for P1 happening, a lot of things happening between the 4 places, and we can see that we have 4 very fast drivers in the 4 first places. So probably the race 2 will be very exciting because these guys now will start in the middle of the pack, and we can see a lot of things happen. Probably, and now we see the moment of truth. Who of these 4 drivers can make the car possible be going to the first places in the race 2?
See what happens. Especially like Caroline with another chance for like P15, and I'm wondering how she will get on. At a track that doesn't seem like she really liked it that much so far in this race, from what I could see. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how the front guys will be trying to advance through the race.
Yeah, so that was the race 1, and you can see now the standings, the race results. So Damir Kuratko wins the race 1 with Scarpelli in P2, Matthias Harvey in P3, Thijs Jongsta, Eric Strane finished the top 5, Andrea Shinaga in P6, Lupus Habra, rookie driver, first race, P7, not bad for Lupus. I think also the first race for Josh Free, I need to check later, in P8, Metal Maple in P9, and Shimon Kunder, that's starting from last place, finishing the top 10. So Mark Matthias Wittmann makes the P11, Penny in P12, not bad for Caitlin Penny, Eric Kumade in P13, Regan Boyne in P14, and Caroline Harvey will be the pole position for the race 2 in P15. Jerome Berg finishing P16, Mike Van Dorn in P17, Rydberg P18, Nova McKinnon and Kyle McManus finishing the top 20. And Lorenzo Telovic in P21, Ji Woo in P22. Unfortunately, Manikandan did not start the race, have a lost connection. Also another driver, because it was 24 drivers, but don't remember now who was the other driver that also maybe lost connection. So this was the race 1. Race 2 will happen in a few minutes. We will make now a close call, and we'll be back soon for the start of the race 2. So, senhoras e senhores, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to the round 9 of Academy Series 2024 in Barcelona for the race 2. Another 13 laps of full emotion with Academy cars, with people trying to showing their values for the career ladder. And Rodrigo Carvalho, alongside me is David Jundt, and we see that the race winner of the race 1 was Damir Kuratko. All people have all the eyes on him. He will make the next 2 races in FS2 in the next rounds for Hunter Birch. And you can see some party is happening in the straight line before the race. So this race we have a inverted top 15 grid. So David, with this top 15 inverted grid, if you pick someone to win this race, who will you be?
If I pick someone, she, whoever they are, they get cursed, because that's usually the game, the name of the game, me cursing them. But especially since this could be the make or break. This turn 1 does not really too much of side-by-side driving without I still remember that very interesting what was it, the football game meme, Rocket League. Thank you, Mr. Joshua Dexter. The Rocket League meme with one car just flying up in the air, and that's one of the dangers around this track. And I would say it's very hard to pick someone, because when they go 3 wide into turn 1, then we have have a lot of chaos happening. So I'm not really sure I want to pick somebody right now.
Okay, I will pick Shimon Kander, because he showed a good pace. He will start in the top 5, so I expect something for Shimon Kander. But we need to see the drivers that will start in the top 15, especially the 4 guys that showing a very good pace in the race 1. But my pick will be Kander for this race 1, but race 2.
We will be following and see what happens to him then.
So let's see the commentaries and the broadcast chat. So Caitlin Penny says about his race. She say that it was a decent race, that she's struggling to follow the cars in the dirty air, and that she don't really like this track. That she was lucky to keep his front wing after someone spun into she in lap 3. Edward Hunter says that Manikanda has the worst luck and he ever seen, he swear. C Broadcasting Group says that if it is this R Factor, yes, it's R Factor 2 that we use for GPVWC. All the races are in R Factor 2. Edward Hunter says that Caroline for top 5, yes. And also Penny says to Regan Boyne as careful on the rejoins. So you can see that all the drivers is already prepared themselves for the formation lap, as we can see it. For another 13 laps in Spain. Someone is already missing already. Oh, what happened? Maybe already another disconnect. If that happened, we'd be very, very sad. So race 2. The formation lap is Harvey in P1, Caroline Harvey, with the Brigham Boyne in P2, Eric Kumaida, the Italian driver, in P3, with the P4 that I forget now. So Matthias Whitman in P5, Shimon Kander in P6, Metal Maple in P7, Josh Flynn in P8. Andrea Shinaga and Eric Stanley finish in the top 10, with Thijs Youngster and Matthias Harvey in P11 and 12. Top 15 is finishing by Scarpelli, Kuratko, and Jerome Berg, with Mike Van Dorn in P16. Rydberg and Nova Makina making the top P17 and 18. Kyle McManus and Lorenzo Telovic finishing the top 20. And the last 3 cars in the track is Jiwoo Woon, Kenneth Singleton, and Mano Manikana. So is Kenneth Singleton, the other driver that was missing in the race 1. Very pity, because Singleton also has a lot of good pace. So maybe you can expect Cinto and Manikandan trying to fighting for reaching top 10, maybe in this race too, the Jundt.
You know, earlier when Caitlin said, when there was the comment about Regan, you know, being careful when re-entering, because that could mean if he goes off, his car could go boing. Sorry. How about I pick Mono Manikandan? It can't get any worse. It can just boost his chances, okay? Okay?
And anyway, the driver I missed that was starting before is Katie Penny. I talking a lot about Penny and I forget Katie Penny in the formation lap. It happens. But Katie Penny will make in the P4 in the race, so she will start in P4 in the race too. So you can see a driver from Denmark, Caroline Harvey, already in the P1 waiting for the race start, and you can see the last car on the track hitting his tires. Mano Manikandan, that he have a bad luck with a disconnection for the race 1. He was to start in P11 in race 1, but unfortunately it happened that, and he's trying to hit in his tires. Probably have a lot of cold tires. So the race will, so has someone in the pits. So the race will start right now. Is already out of. Oh, Harvey makes a jump start. So probably Harvey will have a penalty for that. Is unfortunately. So Regan Boyne is leading the race right now, even with Harvey make the corner in the front, but looks like he's not. So oh my goodness, Harvey was very aggressive and still in P1, but that probably will be for a few moments, because I see Harvey jump start, if I'm not wrong. So probably Harvey will need to pay that in the pits after a few laps. So
I think the sensors didn't go off, Rodrigo. The sensors didn't go off. You cannot prove anything.
So Shimon, you can see Shimon Kunder that is fighting, and you can see Metal Maple try to make a move alongside Kunder, but still Kunder in P5. So now the top 10 right now is Harvey Boyne, Matthias Wittmann, 18 Penny, Shimon Kunder, Maple, Flynn, Youngster, Eric Stranden, and Matthias Harvey that is fighting against Shinaga. As you can see it, both guys, Harvey all outside, Shinaga inside, and Shinaga makes the move. Is the P10 right now, the Italian driver. And oh, someone's making a very bad rejoin. What happened? Looks like he's... Oh my goodness, who is that car that was make that rejoin? It's Caitlin Penny. So Caitlin Penny, something happened between Penny. We will try to see in the replay what happened later, but Caitlin Penny lost a lot of places. Oh my goodness, what a bad luck for Caitlin Penny in this race.
She already took like the 91 racing line, and some people already going dirty air off at the last turn, as Wittmann is leading right now. Look at that.
Yeah, so something happened. So Matthias Wittmann now is leading with Regan Boyne, and looks Shimon Kunder is already trying to put pressure and overtakes Regan Boyne, and yes, he did it. Shimon Kunder is already in P2. He was my pick for winning this race too, so he's showing right now that I maybe picked the right one. So talking about the fastest guys, we can see Thais Youngster already in P11, trying to find a space. Scarpelli in front of him already in P10 with Harvey in P9 and Kulatko in P12. So these four guys we need to watch him during the race, because they are already trying to pick some places. As we can see, Scarpelli almost overtaking Harvey for the P9 in the race.
I really need your bingo numbers, okay, Rodrigo? You bring luck.
Unfortunately, for that kind of stuff, I don't bring the best luck. You know, I want to win the lottery, but unfortunately, I don't have the right numbers all the time. So anyway, they're still starting up the race, and we can see Matthias Harvey is fighting against Shinaga for this position. We notice. Oh my goodness, Harvey, what a very good line against Shinaga. He's still side by side. That is very dangerous, Harvey. Be careful with that. So he's side by side with Shinaga, and he did the move. What a beautiful move by Harvey, and put Shinaga in danger right now, because now Scarpelli can use that as advantage. And Shimon Kunder is already makes the fastest lap of the race, and he's also overtaking Matthias Wittmann for the lead. So now Shimon Kunder is leading the race. And you can see also move by Scarpelli against Shinaga, Italian by Italian, and Shinaga lost the line and was need to go out, and Scarpelli makes the move. So now Domenico Scarpelli is in P9. So Shimon Kunder already leading the race, yeah, David. So now probably what Kunder will need is starting to make this space go bigger, because the fastest guys is already near to him, as we can see. We can see also already Matthias Harvey in P6, Shinaga in P10, and also Scarpelli in P9. That was the fastest cars in the track in the race 1.
Yeah, looks like Shimon's just very quickly to the front of the field, and Whitman is like, just like 1-2 turns away from like probably losing. Oh, slipstream, and there's somebody else taking the 91 line and is off in the gravel truck. Who was that? Is that? I don't see that. I just see that Singleton and Kuma, they have already retired by now, sadly. But is it June? No, it's the Terovic, I think.
Yeah,
it's last by now.
Yeah, looks like it was Lorenzo Terovic, and unfortunately for Singleton was not the best day for him in the Academy Series with a disc connection. He did not start in race 1 and also now a DNF in race 2. Better of luck for the American driver for the next round. And Shimon Kunder, fastest lap of the race, and you can see Caroline Harvey trying to keep this P3 right now against Regan Boyne. It was overtake, so now Harvey in P3 and Matthias Wittmann in P2, and we can see Andrea Shinaga still in P10, still in front of Kuratico, and Eric Strand also trying to pick some positions, and also you can see already Matthias Harvey in the back trying also to put pressure and try to clean the places. Oh my goodness, very aggressive Harvey in this race. He really put pressure to try to overtake, and we can see that is, if I was Harvey, I was not trying to something here, because it's very, oh my goodness, they touch a little bit stronger with Regan Boyne. You can see that the situation is not the best, it's very delicate, but still very respectful. That is very good to see. Matthias, oh my goodness, what a move. Oh, Matthias, oh, he lost control of the car. Oh, that's a crash. Not a big crash, but it's a crash that makes Harvey lost a lot of places. He lost a bit of control of the car. He was watching the battle between Strand and Regan Boyne, and what a move by Eric Strand, the Swedish driver, David. What a move. Maybe we can see a guy that can. Oh!
So close.
Oh, that was close. Be careful, Harvey. Be careful. Looks like Harvey Harvey lost a lot of places that we can see, but looks like he's. We can see the angry in Matthias, David, because he tried everything. He pushing. He trying some moves that is not the best in this situation that we can see it.
Yeah, probably a bit, maybe disappointed in himself, maybe thinking there was a gap and then having contact with Boyne ahead of him, and then, well, they went Boyne in, Oh no! Oh boy! That's a big one.
Oh,
that is Boyne. He went Boyne as I said it. Oh no!
Yes. Oh, what a bad luck by Regan Boyne. He was doing well with the pace he has, but now everything is going to trash. So Regan Boyne lost everything. And oh, what happened between? It's a yellow car that was out of the track. It looks like it's Van Dorn. It's Van Dorn. He lost 2 places with that. And oh my goodness! And now he's fighting with Mano Manicanda for the P14 of the race. Looks like he did it. So Manicanda cannot make the move right now, and cannot use this as advantage. But the rejoin by Van Dorn was very dangerous, as I can see it. And talking about fastest, Domenico Scarpelli, the fastest lap of the race, 29.1. He's already in P5 of the race. He used this bad luck situations that happen as his advantage, and he's already in top 5. And the difference between Shimon Kunder and Matthias Wittmann is not that big. I expected that Kunder was trying to fly after leading the race, but it still is not a huge gap. It's just 3/10, so everything can happen still in this race, as we can see it. The top 10 right now is Kunder, Matthias Wittmann, Harvey, Caroline Harvey, Eric Strand, Scarpelli, Shinaga, Kuratico, Maple, Flynn, Scottish driver, also his first racing Academy Series rookie driver, Youngster, and Caitlin. And this is top 10, and Caitlin Penny in top 11, finishing basically the top 11 of the race, and we can see the battle for P1. Matthias Wittmann against Shimon Kander. Looks like something happened with Kander. He's struggling. Maybe his tires, I don't know. But Wittmann trying to use that as an advantage, but cannot make the move right now. But he's still putting pressure. He's his second round in the Academy Series this year. The driver for Austria. And you can see Matthias Harvey trying to put also pressure in Caden Penny for the P11, trying to climb the places that he lost after that incident lap before. So this is already lap 6 of 13 in this race, and we are with the onboard with Matthias Harvey, driver from Denmark, trying to put pressure on Quentin Penny. Let's see, and Scarpelli already another fastest lap of the race. Scarpelli is flying on this track right now, trying to make the car be fast enough to try to maybe pick a podium or win. And talking about also Eric Strani, he's already in P3. He overtakes Caroline Harvey. So now Eric Strani is in P3 of this race, and he's not far from the Shimon Kander and Matthias Wittmann. So maybe we can see Eric Strani winning this race.
I've driven with and kind of against Eric, and I've actually met him in real life, I think. Back some years ago, and I was wondering if he had fallen asleep, but no, he's absolutely awake by now, taking that P3, as we're seeing Scarpelli now up to P4 as well, past Caroline Harvick there.
Yeah, and then Scarpelli is already, he see Eric Strani doing the moves, and he say the same, I need to also be active, I need to be aggressive because that driver is fast. I need to make the same because I fly also. So as you can see already, Eric Strani already put pressure on Matthias Wittmann, and in a few laps we can see also Scarpelli being in this party, in this train. Oh my goodness, what the control by Scarpelli with the car. Oh, what happened? Someone picks up a little bit of dirt in that line. That can cost a little bit, and we can see that Strani is putting all the pressure with Matthias Wittmann. So probably the move will happen right now. Slipstream picket. Eric said, "Oh, Matthias Wittmann, what happened?" He was maybe afraid with aggressive that Strani gets to hit and goes a little bit to the dust, and that's giving the opportunity Eric Strani wanted, and now he's in the P2. So everything can happen. Still a lot of laps to go. Is lap 8 of 13. So Shimon Kander is still leading, but Eric Strani now in P2, and Scarpelli also trying to make the move against Matthias Wittmann. Outside is not the best line, but he's still putting pressure. So he maybe will try right now. Not. Matthias Wittmann closed the door and closed very well the door. Very good defense by Matthias Wittmann, and Scarpelli is still in P4.
Jack Flynn has gone off and maybe had contact with Youngster or something, because both lost some places by now.
Yes, and it's like Youngster and Harvey don't have the best luck for this race too, but Kuratko is already in P6, and he can be also in this party that we are seeing in a few laps if Scarpelli don't make the move. You can see that Shinaga is also behind Scarpelli, trying to, if you make some mistake, I am here to overtake. So as you can see it, Domenico Scarpelli, all the eyes now on Scarpelli because he's the fastest car on the track. But Eric Strani is already near to Shimon Kander, so maybe you can see a battle for the P1 right now between Eric Strani, the driver from Sweden, and Shimon Kander from England. So let's see if Strani can make in this lap. Looks like it's not, but Scarpelli on the other hand can make against Wittmann. Oh, in inside line, and what a move by Scarpelli. Oh, it's still side by side. Looks like Wittmann broke very late to try to defend the place, and he did it very well, David. Wow, that's incredible by Matthias Wittmann.
Mark, well, Wittmann can be very, aggressive if he wants to. So basically every time he wants to, and he's going to very close quarter wheel-to-wheel combat right now, and he's making it very hard. Difficult for Scarpelli to get through it. They're side by side. Look at that. Oh boy,
it's aggressive, and what the
no! Too much.
Oh, and like David says, Marky was very aggressive to defend, but that cost to him a lot, and to Scarpelli it cost a little bit because now he lost territory to Dumber Kuratko that is in P4. Oh my goodness, what a late break by Scarpelli, probably with some damage on his suspension. And Kuratko used that as an advantage And the driver that chose more this advantage is Shinaga. As I say, Shinaga was just here. If you make a mistake, I am here. And now Shinaga is in P3 of the race. So very good by the Italian driver, Andrea Shinaga, that's in P3 right now. With Kuratko now in P4. Kuratko again already in front of Domenico Scarpelli. And Matthias Wittmann lost a lot of territory now in P9 of the race.
Well, one Italian's bad luck is the other one's, well, luck.
Okay.
Taking his P3 for himself.
Yeah, talking about luck, looks like now the luck came from Mano Manicana, that is already in P12 of the race after starting the last place of the race too. So very good by Mano. Hope he can continue doing that and can pick confidence for the next races he did in GPVWC. And Eric Strane and Shimon Kander, looks like Kander is controlling the gap against he and Strane. The gap now is 3/10, but Eric Strane can make the move sooner or later. We need to see that because oh my goodness, what a mistake by Shimon Kander. He picks the AstroTurf on the outside, and now Eric. Oh my goodness, Eric Strane tried to make a dive bomb on the inside. He's still side by side. Let's see if in the next corner he can make that happen. Oh, the dirty air is too. Oh my goodness! Shimon Kander make a very big mistake. The car oversteers, and thanks to that, Eric Strane is leading the race. So now Eric Strane is leading the race 2 of the GPVWC Academy Series in race 2, and he has already taken a lot of gap from Shimon Kander, as we can see. So probably, oh, and also talking about fast, Scarpelli makes the fastest lap of the race with a 28.9. And as I can see, David, looks like Shimon Kander has some issues with his car. His car probably has the aero balance is not. Oh my god! Talking about aero balance, I see he's trying to oversteer a little bit in that corner. But as I talking about, looks like Shimon Kander has some issue with the aero balance in his car because he was oversteering a lot in the last corners of the track.
Well, mind you, Eric is a very, very, very old veteran in like sim racing, like back on R-Factor 1. So, and I think he's already been like driving like R-Factor 1, the Formula Challenge, which is now FS2. So similar cars, and he was already active back then. So you know he's got a lot of experience, expertise in driving these cars and well, similar ones, and of course from driving other cars. So maybe it's just, you know, that's just the experience just coming in. Maybe Shima's also having a mix of, you know, still not that settled, and the car, as you said, not quite helping him. So that's maybe what's losing him the time now.
Yeah, for people that don't know, Eric Strane, the leader now of the race, back in time in 2015 was the FS2, that time was called Formula Challenge. He was the FS2 in 2015 champion, world champion. He was racing for the Ice Cold Racing back in time. So you can see a former FS2 champion showing why he was a champion back in the day, a very big veteran, and showing a lot of pace. He's already 1.7 seconds for Shimon Kander, as you can see. And also a battle against Youngster and Matthias Wittmann, and Youngster cannot make the move against Wittmann. So Wittmann, he said, yeah, it's Youngster against Wittmann, as I can see it. The battle for a lot of cars for the 6th place, but for now he's a battle for the 9th place, as you can see it maybe. Yeah, probably battle for 9th place. Oh. And he's already near to the final laps of the race, as we can see it. Kuratko already climbed 10 places, Eric Strane climbed 9 places in this race too. A nice job by both drivers, and what a pace by Eric Strane. He's already 2 seconds off by Shimon Kander, that is already trying to save his 2nd place by Shinaga. Kuratko, a lot of cars near. Basically, it's a Shimon Kander train right now. And you can see Harvick batting against Metal Maple for the P6. So Metal Maple enduring the position against Matthias Harvey. Talking about Harvey, also Caroline Harvey now also in P8 behind, as you can see it in the screen. So in a few seconds, the final lap of the race will be do it. Yes, so now is the final lap of the race. The race 2 of the Spanish Grand Prix Academy Series, and you can see, oh, it was too much by Metal Maple, and also a battle for the P2, as you can see it. Oh, 3 wide, oh, that's too much. So looks like Shinaga and Scarpelli was out. Oh, what that? Kuratico gives a little push to Domenico Scarpelli to keep the P4 in the race, and now also going to the P3 after overtaking Shinaga, and Shinaga being in the front of Scarpelli. Don't give space to Scarpelli trying something. Scarpelli tries to find a space and don't find it, make a mistake. Make a mistake was not enough to go out, but was a mistake enough to continue in P5, as you can see, David. What a race end was that?
Yeah, like back there, Matthew Maple trying to use his F3000 track day experience into, onto this virtual track, even though it was wet back in real life and there's no wetness here. But yeah, they going at it, and by now I think they're all settled too far apart from each other to have another, attack, as we see Eric Stroll is now coming around to win the race.
Yeah, so he is the big veteran, the former FS2 champion, showing why he was a champion before. Eric Stroll, what a win! He wins the race 2 in Academy Series with Shimon Kanda in P2, Damir Kuratico in P3. So double podium today for Damir Kuratico. What a round by Damir Kuratico in Academy Series. And there Shinaga makes his best result P4 with Domenico Scarpelli in P5. So you can see now a battle for the top 15, and Makina finishing the... Makina lost the place to Kyle McManus. Oh my goodness, Kyle McManus in the last corner of the track makes the P15. Incredible by McManus. That was incredible. Oh my goodness. And Jiwoo, as you can see, finishing P18. His car right now stopped to finish the race. Telovic in P19. So this is the 19 cars that finish the race 2 in Academy Series. And what a race by Eric Stroll, David, and he shows why back in time he was a champion back in day.
Yeah, I remember the good old days with like Ice Cold. I'm not sure if it was Griggs or if it was Eric Twite's racing team, but both of them were like active during that time, even though like I think I haven't seen Eric Twite in years.
Yes, and talk about Eric Stroll, he shows a very good pace and also very aggressive, but also how a veteran can lead situations that we see right now in the race that unfortunately the drivers cannot make the same, but he can do it. He did it, and that's why he won the race 2, a very deserved win by Eric Stroll. Waiting for the race results to talk how it was out the grid. As you can see, so Eric Stroll wins the race 2, sorry. The veteran driver, former FS2 world champion, with Shimon Kanda in P2, Kuratico again in the podium, now in P3. And there Shinaga in P4, very also nice good round by Shinaga, with Domenico Scarpelli in P5, Maple P6, Matthias and Caroline Harvey P7, P8, Thais Jones in P9, and Mano Manikan in P10. So very good result by Mano Manikan and finishing the top 10 in this race 2. So the rest of the other 9 cars that finish in the race, Matthias Wittmann, Rydberg, Penny, Van Dorn, McManus finishing the top 15, Nova Makina with Josh Flynn, Jiwoo, Lorenzo Telovic finishing the drivers that was still on the track. Unfortunately for Jerome Berg, a DNF in P20. And the others DNFs was Regan Boyne, Kenneth Singleton, and Eric Kumade. So this was the race 2. A lot of ups and downs that we can see, David. But what driver today impresses you in these 2 races, in your opinion?
By the way, I want to say, but again, great pick. Like, got him to second. Shimon Kanda, good drive by him. Just looked like it seemed like maybe his front tires ran out and he started to understeer, and then most of the fluidity went away from him, taking all these sweeping turns, and then he got into the clutches, but still, he he hung on to his second place. I'm also glad that Mano got P10 in the end. I just noticed that I think Lupus Harper kind of didn't start race 2, it seemed like. Maybe didn't there was race 2? I didn't see him. But he looked, I think even in like the practice sessions before that, he looked rather quick so far. So maybe we'll see him soon again. Maybe, fighting for more top 5 positions, which is always nice to see that some of the newcomers are always like quickly coming up to speed and then getting close to the front of the field.
So let's talk first with the driver that wins the race 1. So we are here with Damir Kuratko, Serbian driver that wins the race 1 and makes the P3 in the race 2. So hello Damir. So talk to us how it was the preparation for this Round the Academy series, and also how it was for you, both races in your point of view.
I'll be brutally honest, I didn't really practice much. I joined like 20 minutes before the end of the practice session just to get my feet wet and to relearn the car from FS2, because like I didn't do any practice after FS2 ended in that car. So, but yeah, I quickly got up to pace with the car, and I proved I was fast enough on the track, I think.
Mm-hmm. And also talk also to us about that move for the P1 in the race 1. A very aggressive move that you did against Domenico. How it was? You really think that was possible, or you think to just trying to making Domenico lost a bit of focus and make a big mistake like happen? What was in that moment? Do you think, oh, I will go for this dive bomb in this difficult corner?
Well, basically, if the car ahead of you doesn't make a mistake, you can't pass them, no matter what wings you're running, because the dirt here is so crazy. You can't do anything to pass other people. So I know if I was in like half a second of him, and he did make a slight mistake, I think. It wasn't a very big one, but it was a slight one. And I just knew I had to go for it. Otherwise, I'm losing this race. I'm not getting P1. This is the only chance I got. So I had to do everything in my power to get him. It was a bit of hard racing, I would say. Maybe even dirty for my set, because I did squeeze him in the second corner, but it worked out for me. And I'm very happy we didn't actually crash. So a good cooperation from Domenico. He's a great racer. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. So these last weeks we see that you have a lot of ups and downs in this track in Spain. We racing FS2 also for the GPVWC Academy team, makes a podium race 2. In FS1 you have unfortunately that crash that happened between you and James Knox in race 2. But now again the ups again with Academy series. And we know that in the next 2 rounds in FS2, we will race for Hunter Birch. So how is the expectations for you for these 2 rounds that you did for the Hunter Birch in FS2?
I don't know. I just have to do the best I can. Honestly, I'm not really aiming for anything. It would be good if I get a few top 5s and podiums. I think that that podium in race 2 in FS2 was a bit of an outlier. I don't think my pace actually goes that far, but I think I can do well, get consistent like top 10s in the races and be good. Because like I proved I can race well and I have decent pace. So that's all. I don't have like a certain goal or anything. Basically, just do the best I can.
Good. So you have any questions for Mr. Kuratko, David?
You could ask like an old question, like even though it kind of made you like have the chance to win race 1 with the go back to the old layout, would you say you prefer the old which is now the current layout, or do you prefer the one with the chicane at Barcelona?
Well, I would say I prefer the old one, but I haven't, at least here in GPV, I haven't raced on the like the one with the chicane. But I prefer this one we are racing currently on, because like you have a bit of more of a chance to overtake other people, I think it's a better for racing and hot lapping. It's just more satisfying, you know.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just gonna say, did that also mean like when you prefer like maybe a bit more like you can go full speed through the turn? Did it also say you would say you had more than enough tire life left in yours for this race?
Actually, yeah, totally. Because like in FS2, I think we did 17 laps, and so you have to make those tires go 17 laps. In Academy, on like literally the same cars and track configuration, you only have to do 13 laps, so you can push more. And I didn't really have to save my tires or anything. Tire life wasn't even that bad. Uh, Unlike in, for example, FS1, where you lose 15% in quali, so you have to like go 3 seconds slower there. In Academy, you can just go push and not really have to worry about that.
Okay,
So-
nice, thank you.
So that was the interview with Damir Kuratko, the Serbian driver. Best of luck for Kuratko for his next races in GPVWC. So now let's talk with the driver that was fighting with Kuratko. He makes the pole position for the race today. Well, unfortunately, cannot make in the win in race 1. In the race 2, he was with a lot of ups and downs. That is Domenico Scarpelli, not Spaghetti, Scarpelli. So, Domenico, hello. Talk to us your point of view about everything that happened today, the pole position, the race 1, the move that was you and Kuratko in race 1, and also all the things that happened in race 2 that was a lot of ups and downs. But now we want to you talk to us, so tell everything to us, Domenico.
I mean, qualifying, it was a good qualify. It was perfect. I literally gave everything I could, and I got pole position, and then managed to hold the lead in race 1. For the move of Kuratko, I mean, I made a small mistake. Like I didn't lift enough, and my car bottomed out a bit. And with that, Damir decided to go for the move, and he got the position. And after that, I just stayed behind him for the whole race. Race 2, it was going great. It was going great because I was catching up the pack. I had incredible speed everywhere. And then we know what happened. Let's say I don't want to say any comments because I cannot say that, but that guy defended like Nikita Mazepin everywhere. And then yeah, he got what he deserved. Like I don't know how you turn like that when there's still a car alongside you. And yeah, let's say I got a bit mad, and we saw what happened. After that, yeah, I basically lost the race because I had the pace to catch up the 2 guys in front. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. But also tell us about the how difficult was the dirty air and the tire wear in this track. Was you have some struggles with that, or for you was fine in all the race?
No, it was fine all the race. I didn't have that big of a issue with dirty air and tire wear because most of the time, like you just had to lift crucial corners, like maybe a small lift in turn 3, you get the car on the line, and then you go back on the power, and you don't even lose that much of time. Same for like corners like turn 7, 8, and the last 2 corners. So I didn't really have bad tire wear or dirty air. I think my tires were still doing pretty good, so I'm happy with that. Also, I'm happy that I managed to get the fastest lap in race 2 with a car that was not straight anymore, because I got it after the contact. And yeah, I'm just happy that I managed to bring home a podium, a pole, what could have been a win, but instead it's a top 5 and a fastest lap. So I can't really say that this was a bad weekend.
Yes, exactly. By the way, Mr. Jundt, you have some questions for our Italian driver right here.
I think this time not. I think you've covered everything this time.
Yes. Yeah. So thank you for your race today, Mr.
I think
Spaghetti
there's a
Scarpelli.
question. There's a question from the cameraman. I
Oh,
think.
I have a question for the cameraman.
Me? In another category? Yeah, what? I mean, so far I got another emergency for Austria right now, but for the rest of the season, I don't know. I mean, next race in FS2 is gonna be my last one as emergency. So far, I got like some good points. I would say like scored 27 points, and I'm happy with that. So I don't know if anybody wants to sign me. Sure, contact me. You can do it. So yeah.
Oh, that was Domenico Scarpelli, the spaghetti Scarpelli, guys. So thank you, Domenico, for your interview. Best of luck
you.
for you. So I think that's it. We still have
Manikandan.
we still have Manikandan. So let's talk with Mano Manikandan. That unfortunately for Manikandan, the race one he did not start. Probably was a disconnection. We will ask to Manikandan right now. But Mano, and race two, last to P10, a great race for you. But tell to us everything that happened between your quali, your race one that has the disconnection. Unfortunately, the race two. Talk everything to us in your point of view.
Yeah, so I think it's a bit of a running joke how bad my luck has been this year. And that kind of just kept going into today. So I think qualifying, my pace wasn't really there. I was kind of struggling with the mid corners, but the setup was very good, and I think it was more of a race pace kind of build, in my opinion. So I didn't really worry about it too much. So P10, and then as I was on the formation lap and coming up to the grid, all the cars disappeared. So I was like, oh, right, okay, here we go again. And then it was another disconnection. So just constant issues with Wi-Fi. Thankfully, it was a bit more forgiving for race two. So I got to start from last place. And yeah, from there, it was great. Car felt amazing. A lot more confidence in each turn. It was a lot more consistent with my lines. And there was some questionable driving from the guys at the back, but managed to make it through without any major incidents and managed to finish P10 in the end with some last lap overtakes. So I think it's obviously upsetting because I think if I started from P10 in race one and managed to work my way up, or at least maintained, then reverse grid could have helped me get a better position in race two. But I think if you look at the positives, pace has been improving constantly from the get-go, and I think it's only a matter of time until I can get a strong result that can put me on the board for 2025.
So, Mano, we can say maybe that this P10 after starting last place in race 2 can be the beginning of the good luck for Mano after all of the bad luck that happened in the last races in the GPVWC.
Yeah, 100%. This is my first race that was really positive. I actually managed to finish in a good position and got. I think it was my best race to date in terms of actual racing. Like I actually had to overtake people, So definitely got to actually get some confidence there and see. Okay, if I push him into this line, I can overtake him here, and it was really fun, a really good race, and I definitely think it can only improve from here. I seem to have got on top of all my issues. I think I've found out what the issue is with my Wi-Fi and my force feedback, and I think from next race, if I am in this broadcast room, it will be because I have gotten a podium, and that is the aim for next race. So watch the space.
So, Mr. Jundt have some questions for our Indian Scottish driver.
Hey, let's do the same as like the first driver. Do you? I'm not sure if you've driven both versions, but would you prefer Barcelona with or without chicane?
I'm not. I think it's fine. It's for this car at least. It's been all right. I did drive the FS1 car and I struggled quite badly with the bumps there. But I think FS2, I feel like, well, Academy car, both the same really. It wasn't really a big issue for me. They're definitely lethal, the bumps, that's for sure. If you get stuck on them, then you're either grinding over and you're going to lose time, or you're either going to be sent into the gravel trap. So it is dangerous, but I knew that coming into this weekend. So I made sure to practice and make sure that even if I was heading towards those curbs, I can quickly just maneuver and get out the way. I think maybe for academy, people got caught out quite a bit, but at the same time, people behaved and there wasn't any major incidents. So I don't think it was too bad.
Very insightful. Thank you.
Yeah, so that was Mano Manikandan interview for the Academy Series. I hope the best of luck for Mr. Manikandan for the next races he did in GPVWC. So thank you, Mano.
Yeah, thank you, Rodrigo.
So that was the interview today for the GPVWC Academy Series. Unfortunately, we need to go to the end. Oh no, but we need. So the calendar, to you guys know, the next race for the GPVWC Academy Series will be in Czech Republic in Ultradome Most in the day 1 of the next month. So will be a lot of time without the Academy Series, basically 2 weeks. Very, very interesting track. I never drive in this track before, so I don't know what I can expect. But I hope can be a very good race, Mr. Jundt. I hope everything enjoying the broadcast for today. I thank everyone here, Mr. Jundt, Mr. Dexter for the cameras. I hope we can have another big show again in 2 weeks for the Academy Series. And I think that's it. And also about the spaghetti Scarpelli. When do I say that? So don't think I make that because I want. It was because Scarpelli forced me, guys. But that's it. Thank you, David, for the broadcast.
Buenas noches, everyone.
Oh, buenas noches. Yeah. Yes, adiós a todos, damas y caballeros. That's it.